XAT, one of the most unconventional examination, is only 7 days away from now. I am very sure that all of you must be well prepared for this examination and you must have studied each and every topic. Okay. But in order to do good in this examination, obviously these 7 days are not enough, but you can do a lot of things in these 7 days that will help you in maximizing your score. Now, why I said that that is an unconventional examination. Now, there are lots of things which are different, which makes that examination different from every other examination. Now, first and foremost thing is the sections. Now, we have decision making section, which you will not find in any other examination. The other thing is the duration of this examination. The next thing is the number of parts in which the examination is conducted. So this time we'll be having 3 parts. The second part is not of I can say it is not relevant at all. But if you look at the third part, the GK and essay writing, yes, this particular thing also makes this examination different from other examinations. Now, when I come to the level of difficulty, the manner in which the questions are asked, the topics from which the questions are taken, now all these things are also unconventional. The same thing we can say about the section that we are going to discuss today, quant and data interpretation. Right? Now, for that examination, you cannot say that a particular area will be asked or a particular area will have maximum weightage in that QA section. Yes, you cannot say that. If I'll talk about CAT examination for that matter. So for CAT examination, we can say that we can always predict the type of questions that will be coming. Okay, I'm not talking about the level of difficulty. I'm not talking about the chapters from which the questions will be coming, but we can say that the areas from which the questions are coming. So all of you would know that we can divide the entire quant in 5 different areas: arithmetic, algebra, geometry, number system, and modern mathematics. So we can predict I'll say approximate weightage of each of these areas in CAT examination. We can say that arithmetic and algebra will be at the top, followed by geometry, then number system, and then modern mathematics. This particular thing is different from that. Okay. Now, in the last, if you study the paper pattern of last 5 years, yes, there have been small differences between the number of questions that have been asked. Also, there has been a huge difference when it comes to the number of questions coming from each of these 5 areas. In one of the years, we have seen 7 to 8 questions coming from arithmetic. In another year, we have seen only 2 questions coming up from arithmetic. So right now, at this point in time, just 7 days away from that examination, I cannot say, I cannot ask you, I cannot tell you to focus more on any particular area. What I'll say is, in these 7 days, obviously you cannot do much. Okay, so whatever you have done, just do a proper revision of each and everything and understand the intricacies of this examination. If you'll go in the examination with an open mind, then only you will be able to do good in this examination. Please don't make any presets. Please don't go with any particular mindset that okay, fine, I will do algebra and arithmetic and I'll be able to get good percentile in the QA section. No, it is not like that. Okay, so what you have to do is you will have to prepare, like you will have to go about the overall preparation of each and every area, and then only you will be able to do good in this examination. Now, doing good in this examination means getting a call from XLRI. I'm not considering getting 85 percentile or getting 90 percentile in that examination as a good score. I am talking about a call from XLRI Jamshedpur, right? Okay, so if you want to score beyond 95 percentile, and if you want to clear the sectional cutoff of each and every section that will ensure a call from XLRI, then you will have to do an overall you'll have to prepare for each and every area, right? Now, as far as preparation is concerned, you all must be done with that. As far as last step strategy, last step revision is concerned, yes, these are the 7 days in which you'll have to pull up your socks and revise each and everything that you have already prepared. Now, in case like today, obviously, I'll be helping you out. Okay. But in case you have any random question in your mind right now, you can post in this chat box. Okay. I'll be answering to all your queries. I will try to resolve your doubts at present only. All right. So in this live session, in case you have any doubt about that examination, we can discuss over that. But today I'll be discussing about the overall pattern of that examination. And one of the biggest thing, which probably will be there in your mind, how to attempt that examination, how much time I should be spending on each and every section, which section should I be starting with, which section should I go next, and which section should I be attempting towards the end. So I'll be answering to all those things in today's session. And then I'll tell you what things can be done in the next 5 to 6 days. I'll not count 7 days. Today it's already the last day of the year, and you have your examination on 7th January 2024. So that means you will have like between 31st of December and 7th of January, you have only 6 days. Obviously, these 6 days cannot be completely utilized. Obviously, this like in these 6 days, you will be having uh, like uh, you will be nervous a lot. Okay, so we'll be keeping these 6 days very light. And yes, already students have started posting their queries, so we'll talk about that. Okay. Now, Nikhil, you are saying, sir, from when you are going to start MBA CET classes? Now, Nikhil, I've already answered to such type of questions a lot of time. So as soon as that is over, we'll be starting with MHCT classes. Okay. Now, Shrish, what kind of topics do we read about for essay writing and GK? Now, Shrish, obviously this is too late to ask a question for, but yes, I will help you very quickly. So what you can do is, Shrish, like if you want to know about the type of topics at present, like if you're starting today, okay, so I can only suggest you to pick up the topics which have appeared in the last 10 years or maybe 15 years. Okay, pick up these 15-20 topics and read on those topics. Like daily basis, you can read 3 topics. Just devote 10 to 15 minutes on each topic. Google about that and read online stuff, right? That will help you. But economics, Indian economy, international affairs, okay? So these are certain things that you'll be finding in these topics. Okay, now there have been instances when the topic has been abstract. Okay, so abstract topics bhi aaye hain, non-abstract topics bhi aaye hain. So you will have to go for an overall preparation for the essay writing for that examination. Okay, right? How is Great Lakes B School? Now, Sonali, Great Lakes is a very good B school. Okay, but like, see, Sonali, I'm of the opinion that no college is bad. Okay, so it totally depends on the student. Okay, so if I am a student who is capable of scoring, let's say 85 percentile in that examination, right? So the colleges which are offering me admissions at 85 percentile will be good for me. The colleges which will be offering admissions at 80 percentile will be bad for me. The colleges which will be offering admission at 90 or 95 percentile will be unreachable for me. All right. So it totally depends what percentile you are getting. Every college is good. How much time should we spend on DI? So, Lakshmi, if you are asking about the examination, like during the examination, how much time we should be spending on data interpretation, yes, I'll be answering to all those questions. If you're asking how much time we should be spending to study DI in the next 6 days, so yes, starting today, if you can solve 3 sets of data interpretation on daily basis, that will be fine in case you are well prepared for data interpretation. Okay, if you have studied data interpretation, if you are in practice for data interpretation, so in the upcoming days, solving 3 or 4 sets on daily basis will be more than enough to keep yourself in a momentum for the examination. Also, sir, XAT admit card is still not out. Sonali, it's already out. So I have lots of colleagues who are taking XAT, who will be writing XAT examination, and yes, XAT admit card is already out. So please check your portal. Yes, it is already out. All right. So friends, let's begin with today's session. So I've already answered a lot of queries, but let's have a look at what I have in this session ahead for you. Now, first of all, knowing about XAT 2023 pattern. Now, XAT 2023 pattern, basically, we are expecting XAT 2024 exam pattern to be on the similar lines. So, the entire examination is divided in three parts: part one, part two, and part three. Part one, it is already there in front of you. Now, part one will be divided in three sections: verbal ability and logical ability, decision making, quantitative ability, and data interpretation. These are the three sections in which the first part will be divided. Right? Now, for first part, you'll be given a total time of 175 minutes, which will not be divided in sectional time limits. Okay, so you will have entire 175 minutes, and you can, yes, you can move among the sections. Okay, so let's say if you will start your exam with verbal ability and logical reasoning, then at any instant you can move over to the next section. Okay, so if you want to go to the next section after 30 minutes, yes, you can do that. And you can always come back to the previous section as well. All right. So it is just like a paper pencil examination in which the entire question paper is given to you. Okay. And you have a total time duration of 175 minutes to attempt all these questions. Now, the biggest question is, which section should I start with? All right, and which section should I attempt second, third, and secondly, how much time should I be spending on each and every section? Now, first and the foremost important thing is, do not divide the entire 175 minutes in three equal parts. Don't do that. Okay, so if I am at your end, or whenever I have attempted that examination, so what I have done, I will tell you. Okay, now first of all, from which section should I be starting with? Now, I will keep the practice that I have done for CAT exam. Okay, and I'll keep in mind that particular thing, and will apply whatever I have practiced, whatever I have learned from CAT examination. Right now, almost all of us must have written more than 15, probably 20, probably 25 mock CAT examination plus CAT examination. Now, what was the sequence in which we used to attempt CAT exam? Okay, so we cannot decide the sequence of the three sections for CAT. So section number one, verbal ability; section number two, logical reasoning, data interpretation; and section number three is quant. Now I'll keep the sequence of sections exactly the same. Okay, we don't have logical reasoning, data interpretation as a separate section. So I'll be keeping verbal at the beginning, I'll be keeping quant at the end, right? So first of all, what I'll be doing is I'll be dividing these 175 minutes not in three parts. Okay, so I'll keep some buffer time separately. Okay, so total 175 minutes. What I'll do is I take out 50 minutes, approximately 50 minutes for each of these sections. Okay, so 50 plus 50 plus 50, it's 150, right? And then I'll keep 25 minutes buffer time. Okay, now you can also reduce this amount of time. So instead of 50, what you can do is you can spend 45 minutes. So anything from 45 minutes to 50 minutes you can spend on each of these sections, right? That will leave you with somewhere around 35 to 40 minutes buffer time. Okay. So for the first 45 minutes, I'll be attempting verbal and logical ability. Okay. Now, once this time is over, then I'll move on to the decision making section. I'll spend another 40-45 minutes for decision making. And then I'll move on to quantitative ability and data interpretation. And I'll spend another 40-45 minutes in this section. अब ये जो मैंने टाइम लिखा हुआ है 45-50 ओके, ये हार्ड एंड फास्ट नहीं है. It's not that you will have to spend equal amount of time in all the three sections. Okay, so if you want to come out a little early from verbal ability and logical ability section, yes, you can do that. So if you feel like fine 35 minutes 40 minutes में मैंने enough number of questions attempt कर लिए हैं, then you can come out of this section even after 35 or 40 minutes. All right. Now, the main agenda of spending like the main agenda of spending 35 minutes or 40 minutes or 45 minutes in each and every section is to take care about the sectional cutoff. Okay, so if you have in mind that after attempting 10 questions, I'll be able to clear the sectional cutoff because I have a decent enough percentage accuracy. So yes, after attempting, let's say 11, 12 questions, you can come out of that section and move on to the next section. Okay, so the most important reason of like giving this much amount of time here is taking care of sectional cutoff, right? Now, after spending 45 minutes in each and every section in this sequence, then you will have those 35 minutes or 40 minutes buffer time. Now, what to do in this buffer time? Now, you have already gone through the entire examination. You know the level of difficulty of each and every section. You know which questions are doable, which questions are not doable, or which section is easy, which section is moderate, which section is difficult, which section among the three sections is your weak area, is your strength. Okay, depending upon all these things, now you can spend these 35 minutes in all the three sections equally, or maybe in two of the sections, and that will maximize your score. Okay, so if you are good in logical reasoning, and yes, you have left two or three sets of logical reasoning, then you can go back and finish up those sets of logical reasoning. If you are good in quant and data interpretation, and you think that still there are some easy questions which are left in this section, okay, so you can move back to the quant and DI section and attempt 5, 6 questions in this much amount of time. Now, doing this will definitely maximize your score and you'll be able to clear your overall cutoff as well for XLRI, right? XLRI, all good colleges, they will have an overall cutoff as well as sectional cutoffs also. All right. So all these things you will have to like take care about while attempting all the three sections in this examination. So this is the way I'll be attempting XAT examination, XAT 2024 examination, right? Now, one very important thing that is written at the bottom of the screen. Now, I did not discuss about the marking scheme. +1, -1 by 4. Yes, you all know that. You all must have taken plenty of mock papers based on that examination. So yes, +1 and -1 by 4. It's the marking scheme. Now, the most important thing here is minus 0.1 marks per question after 8 unattempted questions. So yes, there will be a lot of unattempted questions in the examination. Okay. Now there is a negative marking of 0.1 after 8 unattempted questions. So whatever be the number of unattempted questions. So let's say you have 30 unattempted questions in this examination. 30. So for the first 8, no marks will be deducted. But after that, for the remaining 22 questions, there will be a negative marking of 0.1. That means 2.2 in total will be deducted from your total score. Please do not worry about that. बहुत सारे लोग होते हैं like after knowing that there is a negative marking for every unattempted question, you will start attempting questions randomly. Okay, so क्या होगा फिर? You will be having a lot of wrong questions, okay, which will attract a negative marking of 0.25. Okay, so don't do that. Fine, it's absolutely fine in leaving some unattempted questions as well. Okay, so please don't be under any undue pressure because of this negative marking for unattempted questions. Fine, just ignore that. Right? So this was part number 1 for XAT 2023. Now going on to the next part. So after 175 minutes are over, so the first part will be automatically submitted and the second part will start, which will comprise of a mock keyboard testing with a time limit of 5 minutes. Because in the third part you will have to type an essay. So these 5 minutes are given to you to be comfortable to be comfortable with your keyboard. Okay, so it's just a mock keyboard testing. Fine. You will not get any extra marks to do anything in this section. Nothing will be deducted from your marks. So if you'll keep sitting idle, nothing will happen. If you'll start typing anything, nothing will happen. Okay. What I'll suggest is be comfortable with the keyboard, because all of us have different types of keyboards at home on which we practice. So it will be better if you will be like if you'll type something in these 5 minutes. That will help you in building a momentum at that point in time, so that you'll be able to write an essay in the third part. All right. Now, after these 5 minutes are over, this part will be submitted, and the next part will come, which will have 25 questions of general knowledge with a marking scheme of +1, and no negative marking is there for general knowledge. Since there is no negative marking, that means you will have to attempt all 25 questions of general knowledge, right? Then there will be an essay. The total time duration for the third part will be 30 minutes. So if I'm at your place, what I'll do is I'll quickly attempt all these 25 questions of general knowledge in 7 to 8 minutes, maximum 7 to 8 minutes, and then start typing the essay. Okay. Now for your reference, one of the students asked me, what kind of topics should I read? So, just for your reference, I have mentioned some of the topics that have appeared in the last 2 years. So, in XAT 2023, three topics were given. You will have to select one topic out of the three topics and then write an essay on that. In XAT 2022, there was only one topic. So, XAT 2022, capitalism and democracy cannot coexist. So, you'll have to be well read. In order to write at least something in these essays. Now, how to attempt this particular part? So I'll start with general knowledge. I'll finish it in 7 to 8 minutes, and then I'll spend the rest of the remaining time, 20 minutes, 22 minutes, whatever time I have in typing that essay, right? Now, the questions of general knowledge, 25 number of questions. All right. So, since I have told you that there is no negative marking, that means you will have to attempt all these questions. Fine. Now, for the questions of general knowledge, either you know the answer or you don't know the answer. Fine. If you know the answer, mark that option. If you don't know the answer, mark any random option. All right. It will always be better in case you will select one particular option for every question that you are marking. How many words will be a decent for essay? Sonali, there is nothing called decent here. So word limit will be mentioned. It has been mentioned each and every time. And you will have to keep your essay under that word limit. Okay, fine. So you will have to start framing your essay so that it will be there in the word limit that is mentioned in your examination. Okay, all right. So this is all about the three parts of XAT. The same paper pattern we are expecting for XAT 2024. Okay. Now, friends, what to do in last 7 days for QADI? Okay, I'll not call last 7 days because we have only 6 days left, 1st January till 6th of January, and we have our examination on 7th of January. Now, first of all, uh, you must continue writing mock papers, mock XATs in these 6 days. Okay, now, if so as per my opinion, in the last 2 days you should not be writing any mock. So 6th of January, 5th of January, you should not be writing any mock. So the last date on which you should be writing your mock examination must be 4th of January. All right. So till 4th of January, you can write 2 or 3 mocks. So first, second, and fourth, or first and fourth, like you can write mocks on any of these dates. Fine. But do not write any mock after 4th of January. So 5th of January, 6th of January should be kept very light, wherein you can read some newspaper, you can read some GK stuff, you can practice for your essay writing, right? So in these last 2 days, you should be doing only those things. Now, what to be done in the in these 4 days as far as QADI is concerned? So I've already mentioned that one of the students has already asked. So in the next 6 days, what you should be doing is number one, practice 4 sets of data interpretation on every day. So 1st January, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and till 5th of January. So till 5th of January, you can practice 4 sets of data interpretation every day. Okay. Then what you can do as far as QA is concerned. So on each of these days, 1st of January, 2nd of January, 3rd of January, 4th of January, and maximum up till 5th of January, you can pick two areas, two random areas. Let's say on 1st of January, you will pick arithmetic and geometry. Okay, both of these topics. Second, you can pick algebra and modern maths. Third, you can pick number systems and arithmetic again. Okay, then fourth, you can pick arithmetic and modern maths. All right, and on the last, you can pick number system and geometry. Okay, so what I've done is I've kept 2 days for every topic, right? Okay, so in these next 5 days, you can revise all the questions that you have bookmarked, all the concepts that you have noted down in your formula copy, all the formulas that you have noted down. You can revise all those things. All right, so do it in a proper sequence, proper rotation. 4 sets of data interpretation and the revision of each of these topics at least twice will be enough to gain momentum and to do a proper revision in these last 5 to 6 days. That will be more than enough. Nothing much can be done, nothing much should be done. No experiments should be done in these 6 days. All right. So this is what you'll have to do in the last 5 to 6 days in order to keep yourself prepared for that examination. All right. Okay. Now, anything else you want to ask before I'll end this session? So these are the things that you should be doing in the next few days. How many mocks minimum? Shreyash, minimum 2 mock to likhi do in the next 6 days, right? So, like I've mentioned that 1st of January and 4th of January, you can write 2 mocks or maximum write 3 mocks. 1st January, 2nd January, 4th January. That's it. Nothing beyond 4th of January. No mocks after 4th of January. All right. Okay. Any other question that you want to ask? Please go ahead. Otherwise, we'll call it a day. What were the cutoffs last year? What is a good score? Okay, Shrish Iyer. So you want to know about the cutoffs? So Shrish, we have already covered this particular thing in a lot of sessions. Okay, so as far as percentiles are concerned, okay, so for business management and for human resource management, they have different cutoffs. Okay, right? So if you talk about what I call business management program BM, so quant ki cutoff in terms of percentile is 90 percentile, and for verbal ability and decision making it is 85 percentile, right? For HRM program, the cutoff for quant is lower. It's around 85, 80 or 85 percentile, and cutoff for decision making and verbal ability is higher. Now, if you talk about the cutoffs in terms of marks, you should not be focusing on that. Okay? Why I'm saying that? I have the entire table ready in front of me, but I don't want to tell all the students about the cutoffs of last year or at what score, what percentile was achieved. Just keep in mind that out of, wait, let me open this thing. Okay. So out of these 26, 22, and 28 questions, if you will be able to attempt half of the questions correctly, then you will be able to manage the overall as well as the sectional cutoff of each of these. Okay. Manjeet, XIM Bhubaneswar ki cutoffs, they are pretty low. So I don't remember the exact cutoffs for XIM Bhubaneswar right now. But yes, you can find all these things over the internet. Okay. Now, what my advice is to all of you is please do not care about the cutoffs right now because cutoffs in terms of marks totally depends upon the level of difficulty of the examination. Okay, so if you have in mind, let's say if I'll say the cutoff for quantitative and data interpretation section was 8 marks last year. Okay, so if you have this particular number in your mind, then in case the paper is easy, okay, and you want to reach to this number, then after reaching, let's say 9 to 10 questions correct, okay, you will relax, and that will not be good for you. Okay, so problem kya hogi? After once you think that 8 marks are easily reachable, then you'll be a little lenient while attempting the examination, right? And you will not consider the fact that the cutoffs may go higher because of the level of difficulty of the examination, right? So please do not keep these numbers in your mind before you enter the examination hall. In case the examination is easy, in case any particular section is easy, the cutoff will be high. In case the section is slightly difficult, then the cutoffs will fall. All right. So please do not think about these numbers. Okay. Sir, in that there will be sectional cutoff. Sonali, examination की sectional cutoff नहीं होती कभी भी. So it's the college that sets the cutoffs. All right. So XLRI, let's say XLRI comes and say that I have an overall cutoff as well as sectional cutoff. But any other college, let's say XYZ college, okay, they will say that fine, we don't have sectional cutoffs, but we'll set an overall cutoff. So through that examination, you'll find plenty of colleges that will have sectional cutoffs as well. XLRI is one of those colleges. All right. So in XLRI, you will find sectional cutoffs. Yes. All right, friends. So any other question? So you can enroll for non-CAT 2023 test series. So some of the examinations are still left in case you want to do practice. Yes, there is a test series that is available for all of you. Now, for any questions, for any inquiries, for any queries, if you want to talk to our counselor, so yes, you can visit the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. All right, and you can click on this button to talk to our counselor. Also for CAT 2023, now it's already late, but in case you want to look at your score and percentiles, so you can visit the score calculator and percentile predictor. That will help you in getting a small prediction of your percentile based on your score. Also know from which IIMs you are getting a call from along with the CAT percentile required for that IIM. Okay, you can use our CAT college predictor. Also, friends, the most important thing, do not forget to join us for the first impression and the detailed analysis of XAT 2024 on 7th of January. So right after the examination, we'll have our first impression of the examination, and after some time, we'll be having a detailed analysis of XAT 2024. Shreyesh, this is obviously not the right portal to discuss about my past. Okay, whether I've done my MBA or not, or what is my mindset for all the tests. So it is important for you to know that I've been teaching the students who are preparing for MBA entrance examinations since last 15 years. Okay, fine. So मैंने IIM से MBA किया है या नहीं किया या MBA ही नहीं किया, that is obviously it's an irrelevant thing for a student. Okay, so what is my mindset for the test? So Sheesh, as a faculty, definitely my mindset will be different when I compare to the mindset of students. So when I go and appear in the examination, I have nothing on stake. Okay, so I am very relaxed when I enter the examination hall. Obviously a student's mindset will differ from my mindset. Okay, so what I can in general say, if you will enter the examination hall with that relaxed mindset, then probably you will have a better score. Okay, it's all about keeping yourself relaxed when you are attempting such kind of examination. All right, so all the very best to you and other students as well for XAT 2024. So that's all from my side, my dear friends. Thank you for being a part of this session. Have a wonderful time. Bye bye.